Encore is an exotic mission in Destiny 2. This advanced guide will cover everything you need to unlock all upgrades and catalysts for the craftable choir of one exotic, including weekly difficulty changes, tips for an expert clear, and guides for all secret chest puzzles. So get up to 3 players that have already cleared the mission at least once. Use my 4-minute guide for that if you need. And let's max out your choir of 1. Encore has gotten tougher over the weeks. Here's what's new. The escape sequence now has moving lasers that deal big damage. Avoid them. Vex Seekers will release if you get too close to their spawn cubes. Either avoid them or kill them before they reach you. If they do, you'll be trapped in place until you can break their bubble, which means the Wall of Death will likely kill you. Much later, before the portal to Maya's lab, a Cabal Colossus with a machine gun joins the Vex. Stay back to kill it. That machine gun hurts. In the boss room, 2 Cyclops spawn in the center after picking up the first connection node. After the first damage phase, another Cabal Centurion will spawn between you and the middle, as well as several Vex Seeker cubes. Kill the Cabal first, then destroy the Seekers before advancing the fight. An expert clear is required to unlock all 3 catalysts. This mode includes all previous difficulty changes with a higher power cap, so enemies are tankier and hit harder. Still, you have a limited time, and revives a full fire team is all you need. There are also barrier and overload champions added to most combat encounters, but they don't really change the mission. Starting at the escape, these Vex diamonds appear over enemies. Break them to stun nearby Vex, though we didn't find this necessary. After the mid-bosses, you can run past all the enemies until you reach the Colossus by Maya's lab, and in the boss room, you can use cover like this to block its shots so you can shoot it safely without moving. Launch the mission on any difficulty to collect the 7 secret chests. When you reach this purple area just before the first connection terminal, enter the left hallway. Activate the Conflux to start the Conflux sync. 4 Vex cubes appear overhead. One is marked by a light underneath. Shoot and break that cube. Follow the light to break the remaining 3. Repeat this with 4 more cubes on the edges of the room. When all cubes are broken in the right order, the sync completes and your first chest appears. Loot it, exit, and resume the mission. After you use a partition node to get out of the atrium, activate a Vex Conflux to open a portal and go through it to reach a portal Nexus room. Enter the portal ahead to find a boss Minotaur, 5 inactive Vex gates with access terminals. Touch the light to begin the encounter. This spawns an access bearer Minotaur and another light by a sealed room above a diamond. Kill the bearer and take its access node. Dunk it in the terminal that opens the gate linked to the marked diamond. But access gates don't lead to the rooms above them, they link to a diamond over a different gate. Entering a gate takes you to the room above its linked diamond. Review this graphic to see which gate goes where. Upon entering a gate, 3 cubes spawn inside its room. Destroy the cube marked by the light. The boss Minotaur's shields drop and ads spawn nearby. Damage the boss until it goes immune and clear out the ads. Complete this process 3 times to spawn the second chest. Loot it to unlock an intrinsic upgrade to choir of 1 and exit to the Nexus. From the same Nexus, go through the side portal to reach an empty version of the mission starting area. Activate the nearby Conflux to begin the simulation sync and start a 90-second timer. The Conflux has 5 lines, each leading to a sync panel on a wall. Shoot all 5 before the timer ends to complete the sync. If you fail, kill the enemies that spawn and start again. When you're clear, loot the chest to unlock another intrinsic upgrade and stay in this area. Head to the closed side of the room and climb the high ledge to activate another Conflux. This spawns 3 independent variable Minotaurs and starts a 90-second timer. Kill all 3 before the timer ends to spawn a chest. They teleport a lot and very far, so use crowd control to lock them down, and mobility options to cross the map fast. Listen for their teleport sounds, look for their purple lasers, and follow your radar to track them. If you fail, just activate the Conflux and try again. When you're clear, loot the chest and exit the portal to the Nexus. Exit the Nexus to resume the mission. In Maya's lab, activate the Conflux before the boss room and go through the portal to reach another Nexus. Enter the portal dead ahead to find 2 access nodes and 5 Vex gates. This is the same room as Chest 2 and the portals function the same way. Overhead is a force field containing 5 Vex security orbs joined by lasers. Dunk an access node to begin the encounter. Add spawn in, use the gates to reach the orbs and shoot them. Once an orb is destroyed, a countdown timer appears over another orb, and random orbs gain an immune shield. Identify which orbs do not have a shield. If an orb isn't destroyed before its timer reaches 0, it will respawn another. In the middle, more ads and a wyvern will attack you. Just kill them when you can, but don't slow down. Destroy all orbs to clear the encounter, loot the chest, and return to the Nexus. Go through the portal to your left to enter a huge cave with a force field in the middle. Clear the area. Killing both Hydras spawns 2 plates, 1 under each, and a connection node by the entry. A Minotaur spawns there too. Kill it and take its cranium. If your cranium runs out of ammo, a new Minotaur will spawn. Pick up the node and dunk it in the nearby terminal to spawn a bunch of orbs and squares. Stand on the Hydra plate just to your left to spawn guide rings in the air. Shoot the cranium through the rings to your right to hit the angled square ahead of you. Adjust your aim so the laser bounces into the force fields off the other squares and through the orbs. Break all the orbs with your laser in a single shot to weaken the partition. Take the connection node from the entry terminal and cross the room. Dunk it in the far terminal by the shielded cave to spawn more orbs and squares. Stand on the nearby plate to your left and shoot the shapes until the partition weakens again. This opens the cave, revealing a second connection node. Dunk both nodes in the entry and left side terminals. Stand on the first plate and aim your laser through the left guide rings, tweaking your aim until the partition weakens. Transfer the connection nodes to the far and right side terminals, and repeat this with the nearby plate to eliminate the partition and spawn a chest in the middle. Loot it and exit to the Nexus. Go through the portal across from you to enter a small cave with a red force field and a terminal labeled Deletion. Walk past it until you see a second red field on your left, then turn to the right. Climb the stairs into another cave with a Deletion-bearing Minotaur. Kill it and pick up the red Deletion node. Turn around but don't leave, there's another small cave to your left. Follow the proximity signal inside to spawn a floating Vex Eye. Collect it to progress the simulation sync. Exit these caves and return to the first red field, dunking the Deletion node in its terminal to drop it. Inside is another Deletion Minotaur, kill it and take its node, dunk it in the terminal directly to your left. Enter the cave, collect the second Vex Eye, and come back out. Retrieve your node and climb the left stairs until you find another terminal. Dunk it to drop the field, ignore the access terminal, and head to the right. Down the hall is an access-bearing Minotaur, kill it and take its node. Dunk it in the access terminal you passed before and go through the new portal. Kill the partition-bearing Minotaur and take its node. Walk ahead and turn left to spot a partition terminal. Just grab the third Vex Eye next to you first. Then dunk the partition node to open the wall. You're back by the second red field. Return to one of the Deletion terminals to retrieve its node, and come back to the field by the partition terminal and dunk your Deletion. There's another field inside. So go get your second Deletion node where you left it and come back here, dunk the node in the second terminal to find the final Vex Eye, and return to the Nexus portal to collect the final secret chest in the mission. To unlock the Choir of One Catalyst, speak to Banshee in the tower anytime after your first completion of Encore. He'll offer a quest requiring a specific secret chest be collected and that the mission be cleared on Expert. Good news, this applies retroactively, so if you've done everything in this guide, you can cash in the quest immediately. Once you do, repeat this with the next 2 catalysts. Congratulations, you've unlocked all intrinsic upgrades and catalysts for Choir of One. Level it up and take it to the Enclave to craft your perfect roll. If these fast endgame guides are helpful, spread the word. I've covered every raid, dungeon, and Grandmaster this season, and I have a 4-minute guide for Encore itself. I'll see you next time. Get hunting, Guardians.